प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Second chapter, 45th shloka, 44th shloka. भोगेश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपहृत चेतसा व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधो न विधीयते. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence and are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination of devotion service to Supreme Lord does not take place. How to understand this shloka? Because vairagya is material, no? To give up bhoga, to give up aishwarya, finally it is material. Correct? So I am practicing Krishna consciousness. Why this? It will disturb. It will not disturb. Sometimes somebody may feel like that. Bhakti is spiritual. Krishna is spiritual. Atma is spiritual. How to understand this? See, it is like this. Nivritta tarshai upagiyamana bhavoshadi shotra mano purana. Kautama shloka gunanumana. So there, Parikshit Maharaj says that only for the person who has nivritti, who has given up, who has, Prabhupada says so many beautiful words, exhausted. Sometimes Prabhupada said that why so many Western devotees took to Krishna consciousness? Because they were disgusted with the sense later. The vairagya was there. No. This is of no use. Correct? This vairagya spirit, unless comes in the hard spiritual life, will be very difficult. And what people do then? How do I know where I am situated? If always in my mind this is situation, that this situation of aishwarya should come, this situation of bhoga should come, and it is giving me anxiety, where is spiritual life? I am thinking if this is adjusted in a little different way, like I am sitting on this question. No, if this is not this like this, some, two lions should be there. And my anxiety, because achieving that I don't have resources, and I am in tension about that, no question of spiritual life possible. Correct? Bhoga and aishwarya, if they enter the heart of a devotee, then he is always, they don't make you any time tripta. Suppose you get Krishna Bhakti, you are completely satisfied. You can peacefully chant Hare. But if Bhoga and Aishwarya enter your heart, you cannot be satisfied whatever situation you are in. Sometimes we are bewildered. No? We go to some person who has 10,000 crores. Let us go to India also, some rich people are there now like that. They made a house worth $2 billion, made 10,000 crore a year. You go to him, you say, you want to build a temple for Krishna, help me. He will not help. Why? He is not satisfied by even that. He wants 100 billion. He wants 1,000 billion. No limit. He will never satisfy. This is the nature of the Maya. What is the nature of Maya? Punaha charvita charvana. Again chewing the chew. Even though he may be having some comfortable position. Like this I will enjoy, like this. So it will, therefore vairagya, unless it comes to the heart, it will destroy. Our spiritual life will not progress properly. Okay, is this clear? Very simple to understand. Therefore the similar formula is there. Trinatupi sunichena tarorapi sanvishnuna amanina manadena kirtanaya sadahari. Why? This is a very important shloka. Why this shloka? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, like Kantimala, we should keep it around your neck. Because then you can peacefully Kirtanaya Sadahari you can do. Otherwise you cannot do Kirtanaya Sadahari. It's a similar line, Bhoga Aishwarya, the same thing. Okay? So we cannot become serious to serve Krishna if Bhoga and Aishwarya are enchanting us. In fact, Radha Queen Kunti says you cannot even pray properly to Krishna. What is the shloka? You cannot pray properly to Krishna. Janmaishwarya Shruta. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shrivi Evamana Madha Puman Ana Ev Abhidhatum Vai Swam Akinchana Gocharam. Long time we have not, you quoted the shloka. No? So she says that if these things are giving you some kind of satisfaction, Bhoga and Aishwarya, another problem is you will never be satisfied. You will be planning that situation if I get, then I will be happy. So somebody comes to you, please read Bhagavad Gita. No, something else is important for you. You are in great anxiety because our karma sometimes does not allow. You want to break it and you are in anxiety. That situation is not coming. Then you can chant Hare. You cannot chant Hare Krishna. And then another thing the shloka is telling, that whatever situation you have achieved, so much you will be proud of that, you cannot feelingly pray to Krishna. You cannot. Because you are thinking something you have achieved. Devotee, he feels he doesn't have anything. And he feels that only with Krishna he will be happy. Correct? That is the condition of a devotee. So whatever Janma and Aishwarya he has, whatever Bhoga and Aishwarya he has, he will not accept. Devotee, this is of no use. Therefore in Bhagavad Gita also Arjuna said no. What did he say? Krishna, even if I get, after that Krishna started speaking Bhagavad Gita, even if I get unrivaled kingdom like Devatas, still my heart will not be satisfied. Then you are ready to get Krishna. But you are thinking, no, I get a job in Gulf where I can earn 10 lakhs per month, then I will be satisfied. So it will not allow you to chant Hare Krishna. Because you are thinking Krishna cannot make you happy, something else is needed to make you happy. That is your problem. You are not convinced that only thing what I need is Krishna. So, but no, my material situation is like this now, it has to be adjusted like that. No, we are not saying we don't work. We work every day. We work for some time. But at the end we know something I have to do for my maintenance. Therefore you see so many great personalities. Today we spend so much time in the morning understanding why no industries in the Vedic time. A big topic. And we were in fact concluded that in the spiritual world you don't need an engineer, you also don't need a doctor. Why we don't need an engineer there? Because everything is automatically created. You don't have to do bhad, 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 bhad. You need a mic, you don't need a mic there. And anything you wish is Satya Sankalpa. Krishna is Satya Sankalpa. Whatever Krishna desires is manifested immediately. And as pure devotees of Krishna in the spiritual world, whatever he wanted, automatically the energy, the Yogamaya Shakti of the Lord is so powerful, it can manifest things without this kind of work. And in the spiritual world, nobody falls sick. So there is no engineer, no doctor in the spiritual world. And today, that are the only two professions people want, correct? Either engineer or doctor. And in Vaikuntha, there is no engineer, there is no doctor. Everybody is content, satisfied. So now, let me take another line. There is an example which illustrates why Bhoga Aishwarya has to be given up. There was a king called, famous story, which is our favorite, Chitraketu. Now Chitraketu, what happened that he wanted a son. Bhoga Aishwarya. Some kind of adjustment. In my life, son is not there. If in my life, son will be there, then I will be happy. So he was in great pain. Bhagavatam has a discussion. Great pain. So there was a sage king. Who was a sage who came and blessed him? Anga, one of the great sages. See, in this world we hear about crores of devatas. There are crores of great sages also. One of them is Anga. Narada, you can say, is chief among them. And there are crores of devatas also. Now what happened? This sage came and he was in a great trouble. He did not instruct him. Why? He was not having vairagya at this time. It was a great, intense desire for some material thing. Okay? Take it. Sage Anga sat down and this king was very polite. He sat at his feet, even though the emperor of the world. Previously, one king used to rule the whole earth. Not like today we have one emperor, one ruler. Just like when we talk about sun, we say Vivaswan, one. There are not 100 political parties, nothing, one monarch. Krishna system is monarchy. Anyway, so now what happened was, the sage was come And this king was sat at the feet very humbly. Okay, very nice. Anyway, in Krishna conscious devotees are always humble. So he was also, because some Krishna conscious, they very humble, sitting at the feet. But overall his heart is full of intense desire. So he thought the sage can get me this. I don't know if to correct myself here, any Krishna consciousness. But something must be there, Vedic culture, some Krishna consciousness everybody has. Now, this personality, Anga said, why your face is so sad? You look as if dead. You know, sometimes face is very sad, some people depressed. He says, yeah, you know, I don't have a son. And he had married some millions of wives. Not one, two, but he had no son. He said, I'm so sorry. So whatever it is, that karma was not allowing it, forget it. No, somehow I want. And he is in depression. So finally, the sage said, okay, don't be so sad. Will you be accepted? I'll give you a child who will give you both harsha and shoka. So he thinks for a time. He thinks harsha is fine, a child is there, such a celebration. Shoka, anyway, children when they grow up, they don't follow parents nowadays, correct? Yes, parents don't listen, children don't listen to parents after 15 years. There is the trouble only after that. So that shoka will be there, okay, fine. Correct? Small children are very sweet. Ask somebody whose child has crossed 15 years. Exceptions are there, but general I am telling. So now the situation, he said, okay, agreed, manjoor hai, acceptable to him. Said, okay, done. What he did was that he offered whom he worshipped. He worships the Devata at this point. He doesn't, the sage doesn't worship Vishnu, he worships the Devata. I forgot her. Actually, you read it recently? Shisha. So anyway, get me next time. See, he worships some Devata. I think Kubera or something, he worships some Devata and he gets prasad from them. Devatas can bless all the things. You don't have to go to Vishnu for getting a child. Devatas can do all these things. So he worships the Devata, that sage, and gets him one prasada. He said, this prasadam, you can give to, you choose one of your wives, give it to her. And then, what is the name of the wife? Kritatyuti. Correct? You seen that puppet show is also there. Kritatyuti, Kritatyuti. So give it to one of your wives, whom you like most, and she will give you a child, who will be named Harsha Shoka. He will give happiness and joy. So okay, he gives it to his wife, his dearest to him, among millions he had. And gave, and she gave soon birth to a child. And the child was named Harsha Shoka. And a king was, previously kings used to be good, very nice king. Whole kingdom there was a celebration. In fact, this is Bhutan, the king is extremely popular. He only forced democracy, they didn't want it. The people say, you're so nice, what this democracy, we don't want. But now the trend is democracy. So he was, anyway, so he was very popular king. Whole kingdom used to love him. So when they came to know there was a child in the palace, there was a celebration in the whole kingdom. Practically, maybe he was the emperor. I guess generally they were all emperors. It's an intense celebration everywhere. And now king is also very happy. He is so happy every day he goes to meet that wife only. He is not meeting other wives. Yeah? And he is playing with the child. Children, particularly when they are very small, that is very joyful. The way they talk, he is very Other queens felt neglected. And what they did, they put a poison and killed that child. Because they were neglected. They thought this child is the cause of our, neglect, and they were feeling so much pain. They all grouped together, gave poison and killed the child. Now the king started crying. He was so much crying. Wife fainted when he came. The queen came to know his child has died. She fainted there, and the king could not walk from the palace to his place wherever he was, where the child was. He could not walk. He was fainting, then walking, then crying, then fainting, then walking. He was like, could not bear the pain. Shoka element started now only. Very soon, maybe child was few months old, he died. And he reached that spot. And when he saw his wife also fainting there, he also fainted. And then Bhagavatam continues to explain our material situation. With mouth open, he is crying. Like that. Both husband. Bhagavatam is transcendental. Sometimes we are material samsaric, we can understand platform of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is Paramhamsa Samhita. It's not an ordinary book. It's a very exalted book. Then what happens is that Anga brings Narada. And at this moment, Narada instructs the king. And then the king is affected by that instruction. And he says, who are you? So some element of Krishna consciousness there. He starts naming all the great sages he knows of, which he heard in the scriptures. And sometimes those times the sages used to visit the kings also. So he starts saying, are you this sage? Are you this sage? Are you this sage? So that kind of Krishna consciousness he did have, but was lost into this material desire. So Narada presents himself and he starts instructing him. He even makes a child alive for some time. And child also instructs. He says, my dear son. He says, which son, my father? Last life had another father. Previous life had another father. Which father are you? Okay? Because he runs to, my son. He says, which son? Last life son or previous life father? So last life father or previous life father? So millions of life had millions of father. Which one are you? And why did you call me, my dear, says Narada? Correct? Like that, like that. So the point here was, the question may be asked, why is it the first time when Anga came, he did not instruct him? He was not ready. So similarly, samadho na vidiyate. We want, all of us have come to Krishna consciousness, we want to be fixed at Krishna's lotus feet. But why Krishna is not granting that? We are not ready now. There was once one devotee, he asked Prabhupada this question. The Srila Prabhupada, you came to my campus, college campus. I was there in the college campus. I was just little away from where the class was held. Why is it I did not come to your class at that time? Why is it after a few years when you came, I came and I immediately took up Krishna consciousness? So Prabhupada said, we are not ready at that time. Okay? So Krishna wants to give so much mercy. Srila Prabhupada wants to give so much realizations. But why is it we don't get? What is waiting? Us and the love of Krishna. Bhogeshwarya prasaktana. It is we who don't want it. Krishna wants to give, but we don't want. We want something else, and which is intense in my heart. I want this. This situation, if it adjusted like this, then I'll be so happy. Correct? You see, all of us have that weakness. We work 8 hours every day in a dutiful, honest manner. Whatever Krishna gives, I'll take it to the honest way. Whatever Krishna tells me, work like this, I will do that. But I'm detached from what situation is presented in. That is not going to make me happy. We should be convinced of this. Because we may think, what is the thing which people love? Mobile nowadays, first thing. Because your car people may see or not, they will see your mobile. So first status symbol is not as mobile, correct? First thing a person takes his hand, everybody is watching what he takes out. That is the status symbol. Use is call and switch off. Rest is just for show. It has that, it has. So point is, we are meditating on that, we are working hard for that, correct? So like that, there may be vehicle, there may be bungalow, there may be so many things, accessories we have. Now, if that is giving you anxiety, and you are thinking when it will be adjusted in another way, okay, then you are not candidate for Krishna consciousness. Krishna easily gives everything. That also Prabhupada says, Krishna easily gives opulence. Very easily, it's not difficult. But Krishna, even Devatas can give opulence. Lord Shiva can give. Kubera can give. So many Devatas are powerful enough to give you opulence. True, they can't do it immediately. They have to take signature from Krishna, but they can do it. You can go to pray to Devata, they'll go to Krishna. Your one son is there, you wanting this, what should I do? I give. But Krishna does not give bhakti easily. If you want Krishna consciousness, if you want the pleasure of Krishna consciousness, there are so many pleasures we want. If you want pleasure of Krishna consciousness, then Bhoga Aishwarya, you have to be free from that. Therefore, Krishna has put a condition. Bhog Aishwarya Prasakta. Taya Aparita Chetasam. There is one point which I have not mentioned here. The point is that I may be directly endeavoring for Bhoga and Aishwarya. I may be directly working hard to adjust my situation in such a way that I will be very happy. Some I am imagining, fantasizing, I have an illusion, some madness, some hallucination, that if my material situation not like this, if it is like this, I will be happy. Correct? You are not a candidate for becoming a devotee of the Lord. You are not a devotee of the Lord. Devotee means this is there or not there. Krishna, if you are there, I am fully happy, fully satisfied. Just like that example is there, everybody knows that example. Arjuna and Duryodhana. Krishna before the war asked what do you want. Duryodhana, Arjuna said, Krishna, if you are there, fully satisfied. Krishna said, I will not fight, doesn't matter. And Duryodhana said, if I can get army of Krishna, that's enough. This idiot, both are happy. He was thinking he's such an idiot, this Arjuna. What use of this fellow? Correct? So most of us think like that, you know. We don't know if we get Krishna in our life, what else to want? We are not intelligent also, you know. Krishna can direct us like he directed Arjuna. Krishna is Vaikunta Natha, Lakshmi is behind him anyway. Correct? What is waiting if Krishna is there? Correct? So we should be convinced. And therefore, the great acharyas, they always say, the two lotus of feet of Krishna are my only asset. Anybody knows the shloka? Prabhu Dui Jana. Yes. The two lotus feet of Krishna are the only asset of pure devotees. They do not want anything else. And not only that, Krishna, when he knows the devotees are serious like that, at that moment, Krishna can do anything for the devotee. Sometimes, if Krishna sees devotees sincere, but is attached to material opulence, Krishna can take away that. And devotee is not disturbed. Devotee continues his devotion service. True, there is a pain. When your opulence is taken away, it is not easy. It is a pain. But at the same time, devotee, freed from that Bhoga and Aishwarya, understands the Krishna's plan and becomes fully forced. Generally, a man, when he goes to Krishna and he wants Bhoga and Aishwarya, Krishna gives third level devotee because he has come only for that. But second level devotee, sometimes Krishna may take away because he knows this Bhoga and Aishwarya is blocking his service to me. Krishna may take away. Top level devotee, there is no need to take away because he is already fixed on Krishna. You give him or not, that is not. He is fixed. Sometimes in middle level devotion, what happens is that we are attached to something, correct? Some material or Bhoga and Aishwarya, and we are not able to sincerely work to devotion service. Krishna may take away to fix you at his lotus feet. At third level, if Krishna takes away Bhoga and Aishwarya, he will leave Krishna. So Krishna doesn't do that. Okay? So anyway, so this is for our understanding now that this is a very important shloka, that Krishna easily will not give you pleasure of devotion. Will not give you. It is not a cheap thing. It is not easily granted. Number two, if you yourself are such a fool that you are always dreaming some bhoga or some aishwarya to make you happy, you are not a candidate for the greatest thing which Krishna can give. That is one more example we have quoted so many times. There was a devotee of Lord Shiva. He asked him, what is the greatest thing I can get? He said, go to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami, one of the disciples of Lord Chaitanya. He came to Sanatana Goswami. He thought, what is the greatest? He said, do you have that Chintamani? Chintamani, if you touch in any metal, it becomes gold. It's a divya, I think. We don't see it today, but it's a divya. That's why I said they don't need factories. They can convert anything to it. So take it. So Sanatana Goswami said, yes, I have outside, just like outside in the temple, a dustbin. Just check. I think it is, I threw it there. So he checked dustbin somewhere, he found Chintamani, one special jewel, Divya jewel. We don't find it here. I mean, Devatas have a problem. And he touched on something, it became gold. He's very happy. And he took that with him. Oh, Lord Shiva, thank you. You sent me to the right person. And he's running with him. Running with them. Then he suddenly realized this person had cheated me. Because he must be having something more valuable. Because otherwise, why you have thrown that in the dustbin? Okay. So he goes back to Sanatan, you have cheated me. I told you, give me something very valuable. You said it's lying in a dustbin. You have something more valuable. Please give me that. He said, if you want that, go to Yamuna and throw this first and come. You know, Sanatana Goswami with that. Very grudgingly he threw it. He didn't want to throw it. So he went to Sanatana Goswami. Now tell me, what is the greatest thing you can give me? He said, chant Hare Krishna. Correct. That is the greatest thing we can get. Faith in the holy name. Faith in the lotus feet of Krishna. Faith that if I serve Krishna, my life will be successful. What is the shloka? Shraddha Shabde Vishwasha Sudhida Nishaya Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hoya. Just if I serve Krishna, my life will be successful. Imagine how peaceful this one shloka of Krishna can save our life. Isn't it? One shloka can save us from the, all. Every day we should read that. Because I said you cannot get Krishna Bhakti easily. Krishna can give you a thing. Opulence he can give you. Fame he can give you. Beauty he can give you. He can give you all these things. But Krishna Bhakti is not easily granted. Why? Because heart is burning with a desire for so many nonsense things. Heart is burning. So we have to take these desires and throw. You don't have Yamuna here, Netravati you throw. And then you sit down. And then you chant. And actually you cannot chant also properly because these things are there. We sit down in the morning, first thing we have no time to chant. Night till 1 o'clock we watch TV or we are sitting on internet. We have no time to chant. There are enough distractions today. Weapons of mass distraction, WMD. You have to throw all that. You have to organize our life first. You get up, you sit and chant. And at that time you can't chant. You're thinking of all your bhoga and aishwarya adjustment which will make you happy. How can you chant? It's not possible. Make it better. But in the beginning when you chant, you will be going through that stage that is called Nam Aparadha stage. You are doing offensive chanting. You're chanting with a dreaming of sense gratification. Oh, if that is like that. We are meditating on bhoga and aishwarya. I don't want to say Kali Yuga people means all, horrible varieties of bhoga and aishwarya are going on in the system, correct? Embarrassing condition is going on. And you still are chanting. That is good. Don't stop it. Offensive stage. Chant. Slowly you should come to the stage when this subsides. And then you can chant. That is next stage. What is the next stage called? Nama Bhasa stage. Clearing stage. Now when you are chanting, it's like you can say Madhyamadhikari. The mind is, Sattva is manifested. And you're chanting very attentively, very peacefully. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Slowly now Raganuga Bhakti will start off. And then come to stage, ultimate stage, Shuddhana. Therefore say we should take the holy name from a pure devotee to the Lord. Why? He is giving Shuddhana. We can also give Shuddhana. Why do we put in the temple 24 hours property? Shuddhana. Dear associate of Lord Chaitanya, what you are hearing is Shuddhana. Correct? Why we hear proper lectures of Shuddhana. Pure. Heart is calling out for the shelter of Krishna constantly, 24 hours. Anytime devotees to wait for proper association. Why? Because intensely heart is calling out. That's the nature of a devotee. Intensely calling out for the shelter of Krishna. Pure. That's all the books are nothing but that only. Intense call. Just like Radharani is always calling for Krishna, correct? Intense separation from Krishna, intense. That is what, nothing. These books are nothing. Paper is there, so many papers are there, newspaper also is there. Why Prabhupada is so special? Intense call of a great devotee, intense call for Krishna. Therefore, these books you look in that way. And you associate with these books, your heart also start beating for Krishna. Yes, I want Krishna. So we will go through this stage. That this stage is, we are not in the pure, we are Bhogeshwarya. But don't leave Krishna consciousness. Continue Krishna consciousness. Then you will come to the slowly. Every day is better. So much. Can't believe that I could forget that. So we have. It's not that economic development should not be there. We are not saying that. But certain level detachment should be there. Not that prayasa develops. Because prayasa, there is no spiritual life there. What are the 6 things that destroy your bhakti? Atyahara. First thing is atihara. Prabhupada said many disciples are falling down because of atihara. In the name of prasadam, they keep eating. No. Atihara. Regular times we eat what the body needs to eat. Atyahara. Next is over and over. Devotee should be very peaceful. In fact, it's a very good tradition in temple. Devotee should be back. Morning they start work at 10 o'clock. They should be back by 5 o'clock, 5:30. And then take bath, chant, read. And sometimes devotees morning 8 o'clock to night 11 o'clock they are working. Prayasa. Prabhupada said you'll become a karmi if you do like that. No prayasa. Krishna will give. Don't do over endeavor. First we save ourselves. No, we want to save whole world. First you save yourself. So we should be no way we should compromise our sadhana. Sadhana should be in place. And then you know, nothing. So this is a very important shloka. I hope some meditation is there. Something we have missed. Some points with it. Some example is there. Prabhuji, would you like to add anything? Some example. In fact, Srila Prabhupada takes an humble role. Like, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, I am the worm in the stool. It doesn't become worm in the stool. Prabhupada says he gave Chaitanya Charitamrita. He is a master, esteemed master. Similarly, Prabhupada also gives a humble role. He is not in the position, humble role. Because Acharya sometimes speak very humbly. Prabhupada says that my Guru had ordered me to spread Krishna consciousness all around the world. But I was thinking, why I have to become a beggar like my god brothers? I will have big business, and with that I will spread Krishna consciousness. And I was not leaving my family. Prabhupada is already around 55 years. I'm not leaving my family. Still I was, thinking I have to take care of them. So one day Krishna took everything away. My business collapsed. And my family became uninterested in me. When Prabhupada went to Vrindavan, he wrote a book, some poems, Vrindavana Bhajana. In that he says, the relatives now are just list of names. Nobody is interested in me because I have no money now. Some person was telling me that my family is attached to me because in my purse there is money now. The day my purse was empty, I live like a dog in the house. Actually, many people have the realizations. Very true nowadays, correct? The person retires, first thing at office. In office they come to know you're retiring, even 1 month or 6 months before, they stop respecting you at all. They don't listen also to you. You know that or not? You see. So much medical hierarchy is there. 6 months before, even nurses will stop looking at you. He is going now. And then the bigger shock waits you at home. Because one shock you get, I thought they are so devoted to me, my own chaparas, they stop looking, then I of no use. And when bigger shock waits at home, when you reach home, after the day you retire, you are like a dog in the house. Nobody looks at you because your purse is empty. This world is, everything is, nothing is pure in this world. If you want pure relationships, you have to go to Krishna. Pure. Purse or no purse? Devotees love Krishna. Okay. If you want pure relationship, Krishna is not looking how much is there in your purse. No. Rather, Krishna is more attached when you are in difficulty. Correct? Therefore, he is called Dina Bandhu. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.